So yeah, anyways. And then I also got Web of Spider-Man 70. Uh, are you ready for Spider-Hulk? I didn't look this up, but I think this is the first appearance of Spider-Hulk, I'm pretty sure. Uh, it's pretty awesome. I got that for not very much. It was relatively cheap too, so it was pretty cool. I didn't have that yet. All right, let's see. That's, by the way, that's a great cover, of course, too. All right. Also, I got Secret Invasion, the Mighty, or I should say, the Mighty Avengers Secret Invasion, #7. I love that because it has Venom on the cover, of course, and the Mighty Avengers #8, which has, well, it looks like Carnage, but it looks like a Lady Carnage. I don't know if that's, so I don't know what character technically that is. I guess I'll have to read it to find out. It may be common knowledge, and I just didn't. I think I've heard of a Lady Carnage before, maybe, but I don't know. Anyways, both of these two covers are awesome. So, and I like the Avengers anyways, so I went ahead and picked both of those up excitedly. So yeah. Anyways, and then I also found this, which I never heard, didn't know that they made. Marvel and DC present the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans #1. And it's a pretty thick book, too, so I thought that was awesome, so I didn't pick that up. I like the Teen Titans, and of course I love the X-Men, so it's hard to pass up for only, I think, $1 or $2. I forget how much it was, but it wasn't much. So I was definitely happy to find that. And then I finally was able to complete Executioner's Song, the run, or the story arc, I guess, which with Part 5, the Uncanny X-Men 295. I kept forgetting which ones I didn't have, and I had to look it up, and I finally figured out that was one of the ones I didn't have, so I got it. So yeah, I want to, because I want to read through it. That's why I was trying to collect it so hard recently. And then I got Marvel Knights #2, Fantastic Four. I guess that's what they're called, because it's been really good so far from what I've read through it. I've read a bunch of them. I just had some here and there though, but I'm trying to actually get as many of them as I can find because they've been really exciting so far. I usually always like Fantastic Four stories, really good anyways, but this one is certainly a really good run in the Fantastic Four. I also got Barbire #1, or I should say Comics Greatest World week 1, which is the first Barbire. First appearance of her. So I thought that was pretty cool. I found it for cheap too, actually. I never even saw it before until then. And then I got Solo Avengers starring Hawkeye and Moon Knight. And of course I love Moon Knight and Hawkeye, so that was, when I saw both of them was on the cover, I was like, yep, I'm going to buy that. So #3, I don't remember if I said that or not, but anyways. It's got Batroc the Leaper on it too. I definitely look forward to reading that at some point. I also got the first Jack Flag appearance, which is Captain America 434. That's pretty cool too. It has a Serpent Society down here on the bottom. I got some, and then I also, well, if I can move this without dropping it. All right, anyways, then I also got some grab bags from Ollie's, and this is this is the ones that came out of that, at least mostly. I think one I may have took out, but yeah. Anyways, so I got Web of Spider-Man Annual Part 3, the Vibranium Vendetta. I thought this looked awesome. It was the front one on the grab bag, so that's what made me get that one. It's one of those, of course, 64 pagers. And I just love this cover. It looks amazing. Ultron choking out Iron Man and Spider-Man trying to keep him in a headlock, and Will on him and Black Panther trying to come help out. I really want to read this. It also says, plus origins of the Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, and Venom. So, great stuff all around, it sounds like. It also had Headmasters #3, apparently in a 4-issue limited series. I guess it's a Transformers title, apparently, because, of course, I thought it looked like Transformers anyways, of course, but it also has the logo right there, so That looks pretty cool. I like Transformers, so maybe it might be pretty interesting. And I also got Excalibur, number 58, X-Men No More, and Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, number 67. Or no, wait, 87. Yeah, number 87. I don't know if that's probably Bullseye's fighting. I don't know. I'm assuming because I think sometimes I think he has stolen his costume before, so that's kind of what I'm assuming. He's probably fighting him, but either way, it looks awesome. Suicide Squad, number 30. The Janus Directive, Endgame. Resurrection Man, number 5, Unbound. That looks pretty awesome. I like that character. Secret Wars 2, number 5. I already had that, but I don't mind getting another copy of it. That one looks like it's in pretty good shape too, so that's always fun to get more of those. Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm excited to get it, actually. Jack Kirby's Fourth World, Salvation from the Source, number 4. I've not read any Fourth World yet, but Jack Kirby's stuff is usually always pretty good, so I'm definitely willing to check it out. Let me straighten this up a little bit. Okay. Well, I said that and then it messed it up instantly. Anyways, I got Wildstar, number 4. I've got a couple of his books randomly lately. Kazar, number 1. Out of the Savage Land and Into the Fire. Debut issue. He's a character that I haven't really read that much, but he's in other stuff I've read before, so that's pretty cool to get a debut issue of this run, especially in a grab bag, just kind of randomly. And then this was the front of the other grab bag. I think I got two that day. I believe this is a one shot, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it is, because I think if it just shows a one, I don't know. Anyways, The Superior Foes of Spider-Man. That cover looks really cool. I like the whole shadow aesthetic to it. And the color scheme with the black and white with them, of course, and then the kind of, I guess, pinkish orange with Spider-Man. That looks really cool, though, and I thought it looked like something I definitely wanted to read, so I picked that grab bag up as well as the one with Ultron on front. But also with that, I got the Sensational She-Hulk, number 45. I like She-Hulk too, so that's awesome. That's good, anyways. And then this was kind of interesting looking. Sherlock Holmes versus Harry Houdini, which is a weird match that I didn't know I needed, but it actually sounds pretty interesting. So, I guess I'll see how it goes. Let's see what this is. Well, all right, there we go. The Way of the Warrior, Part 1, 32. An Eye for an Eye. I don't really know much about this, but it looks pretty sweet from the cover. Looks like it's action packed, so I like that, of course. And then we got Red Sonja, number 0. And then I got, let me get the next stack out. Fix this. Alright. And then I got these I got from a Peddler's Mall, actually. I think this whole stack, or most of this whole stack, anyways, I got from Peddler's Mall. Anyways, Dark X-Men, 1 of 5, which I think looks really cool, so I went ahead and picked that up. I want to read this, and you'll see why, because I also got number 2, number 3, number 4. The covers on these are really cool. And number 5. So I wanted to go ahead and read that whole thing, so I picked it up at one time. And then the I think it was my last haul. I got the first one of Dark X-Men Utopia, the part 1. So and then got part 2. Got Cloak and Dagger there, of course. And then part 3. Norman Osborn looking all evil as usual. And then I got this, which I was really excited about. It's Spider-Man, Revenge of the Sinister Six, Part 1. Part 2. The covers on these are crazy. It's got like basically all the characters everybody likes in them. Part 3. Solo blasting his guns there, bullets flying everywhere. Part 4. I like that. It's pretty cool. Spider-Man's all death locked out. Part 5 has Sleepwalker in it, so that's pretty interesting too. I've never seen him in. Well, I don't know if I've seen him. I mean, I saw him in a bunch of other books, of course, but I don't remember if I have any other Spider-Man personally that had him in it yet or not. So either way, it's pretty cool. And part 6. Was able to get that whole run. Definitely happy about that because I do want to read it soon. When I first saw this cover, when I was looking through a box, I was like, what is this? But it turns out it is the YouTube channel Smosh. Their first issue of a comic book that they had, which I didn't even know about. But I like their channel, and I've been watching it for years off and on. So anyways, it was the first issue of that, so that's pretty cool, actually. I found it. I think it was only $1 too, if I remember right. And then these last 4 from this stack, I bought from Novamad 1966. He gave me a great deal on them too. Really gave them to me cheap, basically. Anyways, I got Comics Greatest World, Week 3, the first appearance of Ghost. That's a great cover, too. And then Wildcats, number 26. Wildcats 30. Oh, wait. Wildcats 30, yeah. And Wildcats 31. That was some Wildcats that I didn't already have, so I was glad to buy those off from him, and also that first appearance of Ghost. He actually got a couple of copies of it as well, so he still has it also. Anyways, and then this last stack I got from Antique Store, I think. Let me see if, yeah, pretty much entirely, except for the Sleepwalkers. I got them from different places, which you'll see, but anyways. I got this still in the poly bag. Spider-Man number 1. First all-new collector's item. Or collector's issue, I guess it says. It was under here, so I couldn't see it very good. But anyways, but I was excited to pick this up. I didn't have it, and I saw a lot of other people showing it lately. And I thought it looked really cool, and I was really happy to find it there, actually. And then I got the X-Men versus the Avengers, Part 4. I think this was the last piece of that run that I needed in the 4-issue limited series. So now I have all of that, so I can read through that as well. I love collecting short runs because that if I can, so I can read through them, because I like reading comics in general. But if I can find a continued story like that and it's short where I can actually get a hold of them all relatively easy, that's my favorite basically. And then I also got Web of Spider-Man number 10. Web of Spider-Man 27. And Web of Spider-Man 82. I don't remember if this is some sort of issue that's important or just something I saw somebody else have, but either way I picked it up. I felt like somebody said it was something particular, but I don't know. Anyways, if you guys know anything about it, you can let me know in the comments. It looks cool though, anyways. And then finally, last but not least, I got a bunch of Sleepwalkers from all those different various places to fill in some more of my collection of him. I got Sleepwalker number 3. Sleepwalker number 4. Sleepwalker number 5. All these covers on Sleepwalkers are usually really cool. Sleepwalker number 6. Looks like a tag team on that one with the whole Spider-Man outfit on. Sleepwalker 17, guest starring Darkhawk, who is also one of my favorite new characters that I've started reading the last couple of years. Sleepwalker number 23, In the Clutches of Cobweb. I don't know who Cobweb is, but it looks like he's trouble for Sleepwalker. But yeah, anyways, this is Alex Big Blue. Thanks for checking out this big haul. I've been meaning to make a video for a while. I'm glad I finally got to it. You guys have a good one. Alex Big Blue out.